Welcome everybody, thank you so much for joining me here in another video where of course I will be painting and I will be varnishing and sharing a few crochet projects that I have completed in the past month and a half, at least some of them. And first things first, before we jump into whatever I'm doing right now, the verse of the video is, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Once looking into this verse a bit more to understand it better, faith is being described as having trust in the promises and the word of God when things seem impossible to us. It's in these impossible situations where we don't see the outcome of the future that faith steps in and tells us to just have peace and to trust God. And this is the amazing hope that only God can give. So going into the reason why I'm painting what I'm painting is that I'm dedicating these two paintings to both my mother and my mother-in-law for Mother's Day. It's always around this time of the year that I feel under the most pressure because all mothers deserve the very best, and I almost never know what to get my mom in the past years. Not only is it Mother's Day, but literally the same weekend after it's her birthday. So I always want to make it really special. And this year, I decided to give the homemade gift of a painting of some roses. Just very classic, very nice. So I'm hoping that both of my moms can just enjoy these paintings hung up on their walls. And on another note, I am painting these roses from real life and not from a picture this time. I do have a video where I did a rose study in oil paint, and in that video I did use reference pictures and not real roses. So this was just like a different experience. I had a lot of fun getting the details on the stems and the petals and just working with the contrasting values and highlights. And even though the rose here is pink, I tried to make the rose more red for this painting. So all I did was just flip-flop the colors, but I kept the values overall mostly the same. So here I am varnishing two paintings that I've already completed in the past, and FYI, I have videos of me painting these on my channel, so I'll link those below if you're interested to go and watch the process of those being created. They were really fun and just really good learning experiences. And also, in case you haven't noticed, is that recently in these past videos and in this one, my baby bump has gotten really big, and at any moment this baby will come out and I will go into labor. And this is my first child. I'm only 21 years old, and I'm honestly more excited than I am fearful or scared. And I think majority of that reason, well honestly the main reason that is because I just have lots of faith and lots of prayer going into this whole labor process, and I just have a lot of faith that everything's gonna go fine. And even if there are some difficulties, I know the Lord will give me strength to push through that. So I'm really excited, and I know for a fact that in the next video I will already be an official mom. So that's just really exciting, and it's just crazy that I'm going to have a YouTube channel to kind of share that experience with. On that note, hopefully you guys can just continue with me on this whole painting, motherhood, balancing both of those things out on this channel with me.
I saw the flashes in the dark, colors on the wall, bright against the monochrome, where I felt so small. I drew the curtains up, pulled away the blinds, heard a rushing wind through the windows of my mind, and I began to glow with a love divine. Shine, 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 shine in the naked light of that night. Shine, 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 shine in the golden gaze of the mighty eye. Oh, when I was a boy, rolled up like a cigarette.
Just want to give a really big thank you to those that are still watching up to this point. And I just want to say this is by far my favorite part of the whole painting process, was making this dark background. And I did my best just to kind of keep it a really dark contrast in order for the flowers to have a more strong color pop to them. Also, FYI, this is the first time that I've attempted to do like a clear vase. And if I do say so myself, I think the vase came out pretty good looking for being one of my first times doing a vase at all. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the painting process so far. And pretty soon I'm going to be sharing with you guys a quick little crochet haul of almost everything that I've completed so far this past month and a half or so.
It slides like a ghost. It comes alight from behind, beaming up from the unknown, dancing with my shadows, illuminating everything. I can see the glow from a love divine. Shine, 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 shine.
So this is my crochet collection so far. Not everything I made is perfect, but I'm happy with it, super proud. I just started learning it this month. So I'm gonna start from the beginning. The very beginning, I made a hat, and I'll show you what this looks like when I put it on. And then I made a purse, which I would probably make it again, but not in white. And I do use it, which is really cool. It's sturdy. And then I made a little clutch with the leftover yarn. It's not perfect, but I really like this flap. It's really pretty. And then I made like 3 pairs of these, I made 5 pairs of boots that I've given away already, but this is for my baby. So I made some booties, pretty cute. Then I also made my baby a little like summer onesie. It's not done. I'm gonna find some buttons to put here so that when I change her diaper, it's easier for me to get to her bum. Then I made, still in the process of making, a little bucket hat for my sister-in-law. She has a little head, so I'm hoping this fits her. And then I will just put this on just to show you, but this is my cardigan that I made, and it took me a couple weeks to do, and I'm really happy about it. So So I'm gonna put this on. So this is the cardigan that I made. But yeah, it looks really cool. I'm really proud. It's awesome. I do have some yarn that I'm gonna make some summer shirts out of. So yeah, I just picked up this hobby recently and I really like it. And it's just really fun. And I almost forgot, but I made this little baby hat. This is by far my favorite hat. It actually came out cute. I realized all the baby stuff I've made, I actually like more than the adult stuff that I've made. And that's everything. I know this is not even related to painting at all, but painting is a hobby, it's a craft, and crocheting is a craft. So, back to painting. So here is technically the first painting that I had with this idea, and the one that I was painting earlier was technically the second painting, and I really like how that one came out. So here I am going back, making the background darker, just adding some darker values so that the flowers can have a more of a pop to them. And then I also went back and retouched up on the vase a little bit. I realized I didn't make it very proportional, so I'm also just touching up on that. So I also went back and added some darker colors onto the stems and the leaves. And I realized that as an artist I need to practice this more, is not being afraid to go dark. I realize I struggle with this a lot in a lot of my paintings, is that sometimes I don't go dark enough and it doesn't have like a realistic effect to it. So I did try and go darker. I probably could have even gone more dark, but in the end I felt pretty happy about how these two paintings came out, and I would definitely make myself one once I get the time. And then I signed off on both of them, and it basically is all completed now.
Lingers in the corners, it slides like a ghost. It comes
So thank you everybody for joining me in this painting process and allowing me to share my crochet projects with you, allowing me to just kind of talk about how I'm feeling about being a mom pretty soon. So yeah, feel free to watch the other videos that I've linked down below, and thanks for watching, and I hope that we can enjoy some more time in future videos. Bye!
shine, shine.